Okay, this is the public safety meeting on August 20. It's August, what is the date? It's August
25th.
25th. Oh, Lord. And for Northwest San Pedro Neighborhood Council, and call roll. Melanie here, John.
Here.
Melanie here. Kelly says that she doesn't have the code.
What?
Okay, 874 3499 94.
Oh, that's the old webinar.
Is this?
Yeah, the new one. If you go to the top left and you got the little shield, see the little green shield at the top of the screen?
Okay.
Where it says recording in progress at the very top left on your screen. It has recording and there's a little green shield.
I can't join screen share.
Oh, that's right. Okay, write this down. The number is 859.
Oh, is that the wrong one?
On there, it's wrong.
Oh, Jesus.
You didn't change it. We changed it, remember? We got the
no. 859 what?
4006 4113. Yeah, 859 4006 4113.
Okay. So let's give it a second here and hope.
Yeah.
So get on here.
Yeah, that was the old one. This is the new one that we.
Darn it.
I did the same thing with issues, but I had an excuse. I was in the hospital when he sent the,
Yeah.
you know, when he sent it for issues and public safety. So, but I saw public safety because I was home after, but I didn't see the issues one. And I'm going like, no one's getting in. Why? And then that dawned on me. I better go back. I couldn't even get in.
Oh, there's Kelly.
Yeah.
And more panelists. There we go.
Yeah.
Hey. You.
It's a long, that's a long tail that cat's got.
Little brat. She usually doesn't do this, but she's been quite full of needing attention here the last few days, and I'm not sure what's up. You.
Ah, you made it.
There she is.
Hello.
My bad. I put the wrong one on the agenda. It's the old one.
But you know what? I went through every single email and I don't have anything for any of the new codes. And everybody said, well, Vic, send them out again. I don't know where he sent them to because he surely didn't send them to me.
Huh.
And all of my things are linked to the old ones. So as I'm trying to get in, it happened to me Monday too. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm trying and trying. And I thank you, John, so much for always reminding me. But I'm like sitting here going, I'm trying.
Yeah. Well,
I can't get in.
I'll have Vic make sure that he sends you the one for youth and outreach and public safety.
Yeah, and plus you have the ad. Did you get the ad hoc? Did you get
ad hoc stuff? I did get something about that. But he sent something to work, to my work email, and that got kicked out because I can't open that kind of stuff on work email. So I don't know if he thinks that's maybe he's sending it there, and I just happen to get one that went through because that shouldn't go through.
All the stuff is going to the Fanning one.
Okay, well, I got one at KJM, which is my work one. So I'm thinking maybe that's what happened, and it doesn't, it gets kicked out of there. I can't pick it up. But I got one mail the other day from there, and I thought, I wonder if that's what's happening, because nothing I have is right.
Huh.
Oh, do you have another email?
That was my work one. Fanning's the one that I use for everything.
Okay. That's what I have, and usually you get that.
Yeah. But I didn't get any of the things to go in, to go into the meeting. Because I plugged it in the way you taught me how to, so I could go right to my calendar and just go right in through that. And I didn't have a problem with it until recently. I'm right here in Gaffey, just past Target, and there's this idiot on a bicycle riding across the whole lanes of traffic and everything.
Yeah.
He's got everybody all blocked off now.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
I'm starting to fall asleep here.
So anyway, let's.
No, the little blue thing in front of,
So any public comment? I guess that was our public comment. So the Rec and Park virtual town hall update. So the new date for the town hall is going to be October 17th.
Okay, that Monday.
Yeah. And then the ad hoc though meetings, I scheduled 5, even though we may not need 5. The first one is the 29th. And then after that, it's like the 1st, the 29th, then the 1st. And then I'm trying to remember what the other ones were. There were
like the 13 and
the 13th and then the 19th, I think.
yeah.
And then I think the 29th or something like that was the last one. And that is if we need it. And then after that, then the 17th, we'll have other meetings after, in between, before the meeting, if we need it, but we don't. Ray wanted me to schedule at least 4. And after talking to Vic said, just get 5 scheduled in case you need that 5th one.
So August 29th, September 1st, 13, 19, and 29.
Yeah.
Those are the 4 dates in September.
So big thing that I need from everybody, because I didn't hear anything from you in reply. So I scheduled them based on the replies that I got from John and the reply from Angela, that because Chris didn't reply either. So I just went based on their availability and my own and scheduled it. So I'm hopeful that these dates work for you so that we get 100% participation in this, because it's real important, because everybody's going to get, the way that I'm going to do it is I'm going to, we're going to dissect it down, a little bit and talk about where we want to get during the meeting and what we want to achieve, and like dissect how we got to where we're at now. But basically, we're going to rename it. We're going to rename the town hall, because really it's a public safety for the harbor area parks is what it's going to come down to. And what did we learn from Peck Park incident? And so we're going to probably do all that, but I'm going to delegate. Instead of me doing it all, which I tend to do a lot with things, Ray wants me to take and delegate things to other people and put different responsibilities on this, to getting information and stuff that we need on others, and to develop this forum on other people. So we'll be delegating activities, responsibilities to everybody of what they're going to do. And one of the big things, like John was at the meeting that we had with Ray, because there was just a couple of us that met with Ray to go over kind of what he sees this happening and how this is going to be. One of the things that we're going to need people to do is we're going to survey the other neighborhood councils about their parks and draft up what their responses were from each one of them. So I'm going to need a couple of people to contact all these other neighborhood councils and draft up a thing of what their responses were and what their concerns were that they were having with their parks, with safety, et cetera, and see if there's some sort of pattern here, and if there's some sort of repetitive thing that Rec and Park just isn't addressing a lot of the same things at all the parks. And that's what we want to kind of get. So that'll be a portion of it. So, but we'll talk about that on the 29th and kind of figure out who's going to do what.
The 29th is
Next Monday.
next Monday. Okay.
next Monday. Yeah.
I have so many meetings that I am just feeling so overwhelmed.
I hear
Crazy.
you. That's the way I am, because I did grievance panel for all of Empower LA. So I had to do a big grievance panel for that. Then I do the EVG working group, and I'm doing this now. And then
Yeah,
public,
see, I'm our union leader, and then I'm also, we're bargaining for our contract right now, and now we're bargaining for this 4-day thing that we're doing a boycott on, and I'm trying to do all of that stuff. It's crazy right now. And then I have my functional behavior analysis stuff I'm doing. Oh, sorry.
oh
I'm doing
Lord.
right now. So I just feel work has been crazy. I mean, we've only been in school 9 days, and I feel like I've already been in school 3 months.
Oh, wow. So
So,
the other thing, the next thing is discuss update on Harbor Highlands Park. So I'm not sure if you're aware, we had a situation that happened at the park where Sunday I got a phone call and text message from several people in the area saying that there was LA Fire Department, paramedics, and police at the park at the bathroom, and they were hauling somebody out in a white sheet.
oh, wow.
And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. So I contacted the senior lead officer, and he said he didn't know anything about it. He would get back to me. And maybe 10-15 minutes later, I got a phone call back from him, and he says, oh yeah, something did happen. He said, but it's not what they're saying. He said, it was an 85-year-old woman that was naked in the bathroom on the ground in there.
Oh, wow.
Oriented. She had been there probably all night. She was hypothermia. Yeah, all delusional. They have no
Okay.
idea how she got there or who she was.
I could tell
Oh,
you
wow.
more about it.
You found out more?
That's John DeMiglio's, one of his good friends. That was his cousin. She wasn't 85. She's probably 40, 50 years old. She was homeless. She had been running in the park naked, and she was overdosing on drugs. She had she's been like that for a long time. And she, cause he called John, and John went down there and he saw that, yeah, she had been in the bathroom for a while, after people saw her running naked around the grass area and everything. But John's friend said, yeah, my cousin's been like this for a while now, and we don't know half the time where she's at. But now, and so she ended up collapsing in the bathroom, still naked, and they rushed her to the hospital. So but she was intoxicated. She was under the influence
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
of drugs. Yeah.
Yeah, they were
And-
saying she was 85. And I'm like, how do they know she's 85 if she had no ID or knew who
Nothing.
she
She was,
was?
yeah. John says that his friend said, no, my cousin's like maybe 50 something, 49, but
Oh.
she's not that old. She wasn't that old. Yeah. John said he
So
was there on the
I'm gonna
site.
invite Officer Ulmer, make sure he attends our meeting this month to give an update on that and to correct a lot of that.
Yeah. And John could talk about it because he had a,
Well, he won't be coming to the meeting.
oh, he
I
still
don't
can't?
think. Well, unless he does his code of conduct.
Oh, because it actually still, I looked at it and it still showed June. Yeah. He was at the issues committee.
He was.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I still looked at it yesterday and it still said June 1 or 5 of 2022. So it's still not.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other two are
Unless there's
done.
some problem with updates or something, but
Maybe. They have been having problems, they said. Ray
Yeah.
wasn't able to
they've
get in.
been having problems with CISs showing up in the portal when you file them and stuff, and getting the
Yeah.
results the email, they've been having problems with agendas showing up online in the ENIS, you know, it's showing up, and
Yeah,
there's just and the update roster thing, they're having problems keeping that up to date.
yeah. Octaviano sent an email saying that they got something up and running. I didn't. And then Thomas Song had it.
It's the agenda thing. That's a separate thing, and the rosters is run by somebody else, and that's a problem. Vic's gone toe to toe with him a little bit because of issues, but
Yeah.
he's
Well,
just
that's what happened over there, you know.
okay. So Almer needs to do update. On bathroom. Also, yeah, so he needs to, also, those locks still aren't fixed, obviously, because that's how she got in there.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
they need
And-
to check all that.
they need to fix them. And so we're taking this up a level with Rec and Park, with that whole thing with getting those bathrooms locked. I've already talked to Joe's office. And they said that they were going to try and see what they could do and find out what the heck's going on. So,
Crazy.
guys, so we'll see. So we'll invite Almer, see if he can get time to come to it.
Well, hopefully he'll be in our September board meeting
Yeah,
and give us
he
updates.
hasn't been showing up only that one time, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
well, they had him and the wife had a baby, so
Yeah, so that could be part of it.
yeah, he had
Okay,
taken.
so then I had to do a clarification on the animal shelter. The animal shelter got broken into. They're owned by two different entities. You have the clinic, and then you have the adoption side that's the city run. The clinic portion of it, where they spay and neuter and all that, and the vaccinations are run by a separate entity that's a contract. And what happened is the whole front doors of those got busted in the middle of the night.
Oh, wow.
They're really concerned about safety over there. I talked to the director. I went over there and talked to her after it happened. And they're really concerned about safety because they've had incidents where the guy with a machete over there while people are trying to come in, running around and screaming at people.
Oh,
And
wow.
the encampments right there behind the backside of that clinic all the time. And so they're concerned about safety there and problems. They don't have cameras over there, and that's a problem for the clinic side. And I told her they need to somehow get cameras in there so that for safety wise, they have them at the shelter portion, only a few of them. And they don't cover over there. But what people were online saying, oh, it was drugs, they stole drugs, they stole all kinds of stuff. None of that happened. None of that happened. They came in and they stole the credit card reader. And that's been happening all in downtown San Pedro with the break-ins. They're stealing the credit card readers.
It's a new big wave now.
And I don't know what they think they can do with the credit card readers, but for some reason they've been stealing them.
They may think that the card number's storing it or something.
Maybe they have some way of retrieving them or something.
Or there's some way they can retrieve it, right?
Yeah. So that's that. Target, I'm trying to figure out how to do this because a lot of the neighbors, but God glory be, they probably won't show up for it, but people are complaining all over Neighborhood Watch. You saw it, how bad Capitol looks, with the trash. John and all that, they were complaining how bad Capitol in front of Target looked.
Yeah.
Yes, in front of there, and it does. It looks horrible. There's trash.
Well, even if you're
all
coming
over.
down Capitol, my house and Lori's house, our guys clean up and clean all the grass.
Uh-huh.
But everybody else leave. They got palms hanging over. They got big grass balls
Right.
growing up. Come
And
on.
that's the street services thing for the tree trimming, but nobody seems to be cleaning up the trash all at Capitol. When you first turn on Target,
Oh,
where
yeah.
taco stand was, all their
Yeah.
trash is still there from when they were like exited out of there.
Yeah, the oil is
Trash
still
all
there. Yeah.
along there blowing around. So we probably need to do a
Let
cleanup
'em in.
again. We probably need to do a cleanup again, but it's just scheduling it, and we need people to come. We need people to help. I mean, last cleanup, San Pedro CPR helped us. And there was 1, 2, 3, like 4 people from our neighborhood council that showed up, myself counted. But everybody else, nobody from the neighborhood showed up. And it was San Pedro CPR that did most of it, George's group. And, you know, when we do these cleanups, our neighborhood council needs to show up and help. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but John DeMeglio and other people live around here, you know. We just need to schedule it, and hopefully people will come. It's important, you know, for a showing for our NC for people to show up and help and clean it, because if Target isn't going to clean it, it's nasty. It's bad. It's really bad.
You know, it's time some of the other people start showing up. You know, it just seems us to be, you know, whenever there's a thing going on, it's us. I'm there for this. I'm there for that.
Right.
Movie in the park, skate, you know, in condition that I'm still in, but I still went there for an hour and I was, you know, at
And
least
right,
we
and
were
you
there.
have a reason not to do the cleanup, but what you could do, John, is come and sit at the table and just
Yeah.
sit and be present.
Yeah. You know, somebody wants water, I could do that, you know. When is it gonna be?
I don't know. That's what we need to think about. When we can do it.
And we do it on a Saturday, right?
Saturday, yeah, generally.
Yeah. And the way the heat's been, we should do it early,
And early.
you know.
But
Uh,
let me see. I'm just kind of looking at the calendar.
I have something going on every weekend until like mid-September. And then October hits all of our family birthdays. Like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, because I was thinking like Saturday the 17th.
I can't access my calendar right now.
24th, I won't be able to do it because I will have had an infusion. I won't feel very well.
I have OSB, Operation School Bell, this month, 3 Saturdays.
What days?
It's on a Saturday at you know, at Old Navy, so, but it's from 8 to 11.
Oh, yeah, and if we did
That's
it
what
early-
happened to me last time. I had to go
right.
and
So maybe we do it a Sunday?
maybe.
I have church. I don't know about. I'd have to, if we do this Sunday, I have to do the afternoon.
Let's see if it shows.
Does it show which Saturdays, John?
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
September, we have 3
I just found out
Saturdays.
she's not gonna be home for dinner. I don't care what to do.
Okay, so the 3 Saturdays are the 10th, 17th, and 24th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the 10th, the 17th, and the 24th.
So let's see. What about October 1st?
I have nothing on the 1st. We're just doing it those 3 days.
So maybe schedule it for October 1st?
1st is on a Saturday?
Yeah,
Yeah. That
I
would
have
be good.
birthday. Oh, I can try. I have birthday parties the whole entire month of October.
okay.
Because
So-
it's my great niece's birthday, my other niece's birthday, my son's birthday, and my baby's birthday. My
Oh,
grandbaby's
wow.
birthday.
So just put it down
And
tentatively
the
and,
girls' birthday party.
and we could see who's, who can come.
And it won't be that long. It's just that whole front of Target, Capitol and Gaffey corridor right there, and from
Yeah.
along.
When are they gonna fix the water leak there?
I don't know. That's part of the problem.
That drives me nuts. I need to write down the other meetings while I forgot I have my physical calendar. The ad hoc meetings are the 29th, what were they again? The 29th?
The what? The 29th,
The other meetings you were talking about?
that's ad hoc. The 29th
Right, the
of
29th, and what was,
August at
Yep.
6.
and what were the other dates?
The 29th, the
The
1st,
first, you said?
yeah,
Yeah. 13th,
the 13th,
the 19th,
the 19th, yeah,
and 29th.
and 29th again in September.
Yeah. September's
So we
got,
have,
September has the 1st, 13, 19, and 29.
the first, the 13th, the 19th, and 29th, okay.
And our first date is on
Okay.
August 29th, which is coming
Yeah.
Monday.
Oh, okay, I have it written on there, the 19th, for September 19th for the John. Okay. All right.
Now it's gonna be 17th for the
So
forum,
the
October 17th.
Saturday?
The 17th of October.
Oh, 17th of October.
That's when the forum's gonna be.
Oh, okay. Right, the night, 17th.
Give us time to put everything together.
Okay. Oh my gosh. October's crazy. I'm like, oh my, September's filling up fast. Okay.
So Gwen had brought up Wild Fest at her meeting, at sustainability meeting. And so we're gonna have to work out for that. We'll probably have another ad hoc group after this other thing is done. But once it's done, then we'll do another ad hoc group to put this together. And it's going to be a combination of public safety, sustainability people, and put it together, and probably,
Oh, they're still thinking about Peck Park?
yeah,
Okay,
we're gonna work with them to try and work something out, as long as they aren't gonna charge us $2,000 to have it there.
well, they got, well, Dean Dana, that Melinda Yang or Melissa Yang. I
They
know
won't
she's
let
got
us
a
have it
bunch
up
of
there.
stuff coming up, huh?
They won't let us have it up there.
Yeah,
We've
because
already
she's
talked
doing
to
all the
her.
programs herself, yeah.
She has all the programs herself, and they've got a whole new way of doing everything, and
Yeah,
they won't let us have it up there.
okay.
So now, which I really think that having it, that isn't really even in our area, Dana anymore. They remapped it. And that
Well,
park
it's
isn't
not
in our
Doug's.
area.
I know.
Bogdanovich is halfway. It's coastal.
Bogdanovich is, yeah, but I already checked in. Bogdanovich is Doug's place. That's coastal. But the Dean Dana, even though it's supposed to be his, It's our address. It's a 90732 zip code.
Right. But
See,
it's a county park. It's a county park and not a city park
Yeah.
also.
Yeah, so, but
Um,
Peck Park will be better anyway. It's
Peck
open.
Park will be better. I
all.
think it's important because of all the incidents that have happened at Peck Park. Peck Park's in our area, and it really needs some positive stuff to happen at that park.
Yeah,
The only problem that I see is what we ran in. We tried to have it there before, and they told us that we were going to have to pay for extra help. We were going to have hire rangers and security, that we were going to have insurance, that we were going to have to pay for cleanup, to have it cleaned afterwards and all of that.
that's gonna be a lot of money.
And it was going to be almost $2,000 to have it.
It could even
And I
be more.
told them, there's
Yeah,
no
But
way.
you know
And
what?
they
That
told us
was,
to go to Joe and have him waive it.
yeah, but you know what? That was then.
And I don't know now. See,
Now with the
problem,
way the pandemic is, everything's
well,
doubled.
it's not the pandemic so much. It's the way that they run that park. And this is the one thing that I've just learned and didn't realize this, is that that park, compared to other parks in the city of LA, is self-sufficient. So what they bring in on their permits, what they bring in on their classes and things like that, that's how they pay for the functioning of the park and the maintenance and all of this. They get very little money from the city. They're self-running. That's why the permits are so high at that park. That's why to take a Pilates class, it's $45 there, and you go to Harbor City and it's $10.
Yeah,
Or go to Bogdanovich and it's $10 or $15. The thing is, they aren't getting the funding that other parks are getting. They had all this funding that came from the Olympics, that's Olympic funding for Get Fit and recreation, and they got this abundant. Peck Park was excluded from that funding for Rec and Park. I'd like to know why.
yeah. Well, with the ad hoc, we'll be able to answer that question.
So
You
that's
know,
one of the questions that
Ask the
really
question.
is important to delve into and find out what's going on with their budget. Why?
Yeah. Yeah. So that'll be one, yeah.
Because that tells me why they haven't maintained that park, why there's a lot of maintenance problems with that park. They
Yeah.
haven't had the money to do any of it in their budget.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
why clearing that canyon hasn't happened regularly like it should.
Yeah. Yeah, because now they don't have the funding. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. You know, they don't have
And
the
it's
money.
weird because Rec and Park in total, LA city budget, they got $30 million more in 2021-22. They got a bump of $30 million bump. But this region, they keep saying that they got cut. You know, budget was cut. You know, they cut stuff from Peck Park. They were supposed to get all of these security cameras, et cetera, and they didn't get them. They had to cut their budget. That's what Jennifer told me at Rec and Park. So why did they get $30 million? So what it seems like is Rec and Park got $30 million, but Region 12 got cut. I think our region got cut, and Rec and Park didn't itself.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not
Well,
sure.
yeah, we need to really, before we even do this, we need to really find out all the T's and I's, you know,
Yep.
because
And
if we
understand
gotta,
it completely. And that's
we gotta
why I
pay a
told
lot.
Ray. That's why I told Ray, you know, the 19th is like September is going to be pushing it, because there's a lot of investigative work that needs to be done to
Wait,
put
to push
everything
for-
together,
to push
dot
for
the I's
what?
and T's, so that we put this forum on and we have all our information before we do it.
But when were we gonna put it on? In September?
the forum's gonna be the 17th of October. We were gonna do it the 19th of
Oh,
September.
you mean the ad hoc?
No, the town hall that we're actually going to do, that the ad hoc
Yeah.
is for.
Yeah, the town hall. But I mean, this Wild Fest,
Oh, the Wild Fest thing, we were planning this like May, June, probably more likely June.
yeah, it's gonna have to be, next year.
Yeah, it is.
Because this can't,
And money wise, the only money that we're gonna have to spend is to print flyers, to do banners, and probably very minimal stuff, and that's it, because
Yeah.
we have all the zip drive, the flash drives.
yeah,
Gwen still has all the supplies, the clay and all that to make her seed balls
yeah,
and all of that. She's
Yeah,
got
so-
all of that, so there's
yeah,
no reason for. And I've got a lot of supplies up at Dean Dana that I hope they plan on giving back, that we had stored up there. I hope they plan on giving it back to us.
yeah,
Is there any way we could do this at Harbor Highlands Park?
Oh God, no,
no,
no. There's just no parking there. There's no access, no nothing,
yeah.
unfortunately.
We need to have where the trucks come in and or vans, but they bring their stuff, their tables, and you're gonna have the fire department there, police department there, emergency rescue people. You're gonna have,
Yeah, I had no clue what it entails.
that's what if it was just Wild Fest, it was just, booths with different things. but
Or
because
emergency
we're doing the
preparedness or
emergency
something
prepare-
by itself, that would be one thing. They,
Yeah.
yeah, because we're gonna have, one of the things that we had planned on doing originally was to have even the big bus that they use to evacuate animals. They have a bus that they put cats and dogs in for homes, that they evacuate them in for when there's fires or earthquake or whatever, if they've been abandoned. And they use that, so they're gonna bring that bus and have cats and dogs in it for adoption that day, that people
Oh,
can
okay.
adopt. Because the shelters are so full. They're
Yeah.
like so full of cats and dogs right now, it isn't funny. And most of the shelters in LA City are no kill. But like the director told me, what starts to happen is, even though they're a no kill shelter, that the ones that are sick and the ones that are older and may not thrive or whatever, they start putting down, because if they're too full,
Yeah.
to keep the ones that thrive. And the kittens are trying to put them all at fosters, but they've even run short of fosters right now for all the kittens, because so many litters have been brought in recently. But there's all these feral cats that are getting pregnant, and people are finding litters and stuff, It's crazy. But if we
That's
could,
why I can't work or do anything with the shelter. I'd want to bring them all home, and I already have 3 dogs. I ain't taking on any more animals.
that's me. I've got 3 cats, and there's just like no way. Because the girl that's in charge, Martha, over there now at the animal shelter, she goes, what, you love cats? She goes, why don't you foster? And I go, and my cats would protest and move out. I said, they won't want no other strange cats coming and visiting for a while they get to be big kitties until they can be adopted. There's no way. Mine would just they would leave and abandon me. They'd protest.
Yep.
There's no way. So yeah, so the Wild Fest thing, it's just, we're gonna keep this in the topic so that it to start planning and stuff, to discuss, what we want there, and look at the spreadsheet from before and all of that, to make sure that what we were planning before is what we can have. I think the first thing to do, though, is get a date and talk to Rec and Park about what they're going to require of us financially.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm going to talk to Gwen and see if maybe we can set up a meeting with Deanne Dedman and talk to her about having it at Pet Park, and whether or not we could waive these fees.
Yeah.
Because what I'd like to do is do it in a partnership with them, because if we do it in a partnership with them, then they can waive the fees because we're doing it with them.
Right. Right, and they can bring some stuff in too, if they
Right,
want to have any booths out there, they can, you know,
because there's an emergency preparedness team for Rec and Park, you know that, right? They
yeah,
have their own team
yeah,
for emergency response. They should bring them in,
they should. They should.
because a lot of parks are used for evacuation and stuff, centers. So that's what they focus on, is that portion of it. So they should come and talk to people.
I don't see why not.
Yeah. One thing too, and this is just to talk about going forward. After what happened with Officer Fiera yesterday, where a baby got run in there and he wasn't breathing, and Officer Fiera had to do CPR on the baby and saved his life right there in the police station in the lobby. And he was awarded, he's going to be on the news on Channel 5 and 7. He was awarded today for saving the baby's life.
Nice.
But the thing is, one of the things that he's pushing for his area in Wilmington is to offer CPR classes free, getting somebody that's certified to do classes free for people for CPR. I really think that's something.
We need a lot of recertification.
Huh? What?
We need a lot of recertifications. If they get a group enough of people to do it, they can do it. For
Right.
people to be recertified.
No, to be certified, period, brand new certified. Because there's a lot of people that
Right, but
are
I mean,
not
there's
certified
people
in the community.
need to be recertified and certified.
Right. Those are usually two different classes, recertification and certification. What he's concerned about is a lot of people don't know how to do CPR, and it's different from infants and adults. And that, you know, like the father standing there and not knowing what to do and ran into the police station with the baby. We really need to educate the community more how to do this, you know, and he's the SLO for Wilmington. So he's going to be doing it for Wilmington. We need to talk to our SLO about getting something for our area to do it, to see if we can get somebody to volunteer here too, to do free CPR classes. Because they've got an instructor that's going to donate their time to do free ones for Wilmington. So I really think we need to try and get something for our area too.
Harbor Division rescued some guy yesterday too.
What?
At the station, somebody came in and some guy had a medical emergency at the station yesterday, and they helped him.
No,
Yesterday
no, it wasn't a guy, it was a baby.
Oh, I thought that happened a while ago, because I thought.
No, the baby
I thought
happened
yesterday.
yesterday.
Oh, okay.
The baby was yesterday, and they just was on the news today where they awarded Officer Fiera for saving his life doing CPR for the medical emergency. Yeah. So I just really think that it's important that we push for our area too.
We can get like either one of the paramedics.
Well, they have certified CPR instructors that can do classes and certify people and not pay Red Cross $100 and something a person to do it. Because that's what they charge. It's like 85 or 120 to do it. Forget that. We need to get free classes. That'll be the incentive for people to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be good.
I mean, we could even do them right here in the park. Do classes in the park so nobody has to worry about COVID or anything else, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do with the neighborhood watch meeting. I'm getting ready to schedule one out there in the park for everybody.
Yeah.
That way nobody has an excuse. They just show up and bring a chair, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's good.
Alrighty.
That'll be good. Just don't let Gwen go crazy on this.
Huh?
Don't let Gwen go ballistic on this.
I know. I think we're good though.
No, she'll get everything going, and she has a lot of stuff. Which
Well,
is
she
good, but
can't do it. The thing is, she will not be doing this event by herself. I'm the chair.
yeah, so we gotta keep it to a minimal or do what we can, and and see what they
Right.
let us do, because we gotta ask them first for
Right.
permission, So,
And we have a spreadsheet of the people that we were gonna invite before, the contacts and stuff. I have the whole spreadsheet.
yeah, you still
So-
should have that. I think I got it somewhere saved in my folder too.
So, yeah, so that'll be good. And that way we can kind of just don't have to reinvent the wheel, just kind of focus on what we were gonna do before.
Yeah,
And kind of map it out on the map, how we're gonna do it there at that park though. And we'll
Right.
have to work with Jessica,
yeah,
more
okay,
than likely. So
yeah, that'll be good.
anyway, I
good.
think that's it. Like I said, there wasn't a lot tonight, just a lot that we have to dive into that's all,
Oh.
coming up.
And we lost probably some people to show up because, it's the same thing at the issues meeting.
Right.
Nobody came in from attendees because they couldn't get in.
Oops.
So, yeah,
Have to be careful.
yeah, we just need to check it now, change it. The
Yep.
minute we're done, just change the, your
I'm
template
surprised
or
'cause
what you
usually
use.
Vic or Christina checks me.
Yeah, but
they
they
always
didn't, he
They
didn't
didn't
check, yeah,
this time. Oops.
yeah, so,
Oh, well. But
all
anyway,
right.
So one of them must be wrong then, because the one the other night was wrong, but then the one he sent new that day was wrong.
oh, wow.
Because I got one that day that was still wrong. And then finally, I think he sent it, or somebody sent me the number through a text.
I did,
Yeah,
if you
you
remember,
did, yeah.
'cause I sent it to you. Matter of fact, Kelly, it was 833-3101-0298. I still remember the number.
It's crazy because once you put them in, you can go to your
Calendar,
previous meetings. Well, you can go to your previous meetings and plug it in, and it'll plug in. And
Yeah.
it kept so I kept doing that, and it kept telling me this is expired. And then I put the one that the other thing said that was expired. I'm like, okay,
Yeah. Never changed, yeah, I never changed.
my
but,
birthday party, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, but
So
that's,
the 29th, John, let's see, what number do you have on the 29th?
what for the,
Ad hoc.
Yeah, make sure that mine's the same.
well, for the ad hoc,
I've got 826-2878-8214.
hang
I
on,
gotta check. I can't check right now. Oh,
where are you here?
826-2878-8214.
I have.
there should be
That
a
agenda-
that
agenda-
our family can have on the street.
That agenda I'm gonna do this weekend.
Yeah, so it's 826-2878-8214.
Yep, that's what I got. Okay. I'm just making sure because
Yeah,
that's the one he sent out. Because I'm gonna do an
Yeah.
agenda for that because originally Ray said they had said it was not Brown acted. Then I talked to Thomas Soon yesterday and he says, no, because you have 6 board members on it, it has to be Brown acted. So you have to post an agenda. I'm like, oh, that's fine, whatever. I'll just post an agenda
Yeah.
then. And we'll just post it.
Yeah, that's all we have to do. We just post it. That's all. No big deal.
Yep. So anyway. Okie dokie.
All right.
Alrighty.
You can stop the recording.
So I'm gonna stop the recording. We're all done. Next
I
meeting
can't
is
hear
gonna
you
be the
guys.
22nd of September. So stop recording.